I'm Cam Smith from Clarify Wealth. Today I'm going to give you a few tips on how you can prepare yourself financially for that big move into the forever home and avoid sacrificing your lifestyle in the meantime. The last few years have been a whirlwind. You came out of COVID, you had some good career moves, your savings are growing, and so are the kids. You're looking around the house and you're starting to think, we could use a little bit more space around here. You have the idea that it's time to start planning for a bigger house. The days of thinking, well, once daycare is over, we'll have so much money left over have morphed into kids are always expensive, and let's face it, we like nice things too. So at night, we scroll through House Sigma and we start to see new places, and eventually we find the perfect house, and you start to ask, can we afford that? Well, lenders use a couple of rules of thumb to determine whether you can afford it or not, using your family income, debts, etc., to come up with a number that they think is something that you can afford. Nobody wants to be house poor or be putting every dollar that they have into a mountain of a mortgage for years and years on end, with little room for savings or their lifestyle. That's because these rules of thumb, they aren't designed around the context of you. There's no line items that say kids' activities or their care, travel, or not missing out on the now kind of spending. One thing that you can do when you're looking at House Sigma or any listings is one thing that you can consider when you're looking at listings is asking yourself, okay, how much additional debt are we going to need to take on in order to pay for it? Take that number and find an online mortgage calculator and punch in that additional debt or what you need to be taking on, the interest rate, and the number of years. I'm going to use 500,000, 5% in 20 years. You can see that the average monthly mortgage payment comes out to about $3,300 per month. Now the question is, where's that money coming from in our monthly budget? Something probably has to give, and you don't want to be a slave to the mortgage for the next 20 years. Something you can do is get used to that future payment by applying it today. Talk to your lender about increasing the monthly payments up to this amount. In this case, add $3,300 per month automatically to come out as an additional payment. If you can't do that, open up a new investment account, name it Forever Home Fund, and have a monthly amount that goes into it directly into an investment like a high interest savings account. This lets you get a feel for living within that future reality, get used to it, and see if it's right for you now so that you're not sweating in the future and have to cut spending cold turkey in order to afford those future payments. Right now, the stakes are low. If you realize it doesn't work for you, it's no problem. It's better to know ahead of time. The next benefit is that those extra payments you're putting in right now are cutting into the principal of your existing mortgage, making a guaranteed after-tax return for you, increasing the down payment on what your next mortgage will be while you prepare for it. Could you do better in the markets? Maybe. The shorter the time period, the more investing in the markets is like speculation. I always say that success in wealth management, or being right for the right reasons, is about being willing to be wrong for the right reasons over and over again. So sure, there could be something better out there that you could invest in. There always will be. The point is that it's not about finding the perfect spreadsheet answer. It's about finding the solution that will best help you and your family be confident in the move long before you make it.